But but in terms of just the hard reality of it, I mean, is there? Because you're not just somebody who's looking at this, you are a guy who's looking across this broad landscape of all the terrorist activity in the world. Is it a rising threat, or is it just something similar to what it's been for the past 10 years?
Well, I think it's a persistent low-level threat. I thought that with the death of bin Laden and the rise of the Arab Spring, that these would be the kind of the bookends of the war on terror. I mean, that would, Al-Qaeda had no role in the Arab Spring, bin Laden died, Al-Qaeda Central was more or less destroyed. And yet, unfortunately, the Arab Spring turned into the Arab Winter, and it turned out to be a very rich environment in Libya and Syria and Iraq and to some degree Egypt and lots of other countries for ISIS and in fact Al-Qaeda affiliates in Yemen and other places to continue to exist. And so the threat in the United States is pretty low, I think, because we're protected by our geography, and we're also protected by, while there have been Americans signing up for ISIS, there's nothing on the scale of what we see in France, where we've had 1,500 Frenchmen have gone to Syria, several hundred have come back. If you look at the Paris attacks, most of the perpetrators are trained in Syria. We just don't have that in this country.